A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. What a spin. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Their mobile, agile quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Romo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, we've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Set. 118. Hey,
2nd and 10. Romo once more. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on 3rd down. Romo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And until that point, the defense had completely taken Dez Bryant out of this game.
And that's so hard for him to fathom. I cannot believe the first time Tony Romo found him open and completed it was here in the second half, because Dez thinks he's open every single time and just doesn't believe that if you, hey, just throw the ball, I'll go get it. I don't care if I'm triple covered. And he wants Tony to have that kind of confidence in him.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number empirical.
Here's Romo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here we go. Right.
From the gun on third down, Romo. And that will be incomplete as well. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Giants. Odell Beckham. Five yards, and the Giants just continue to pour it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hey. 4 down. Set. Right 20. Right 20.
second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the gun, here's Romo. And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And pressure comes, and the Giants block it. And they will wind up taking over with control of the football outside the 10 at the 12-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And his throw here is incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that when that was a drop, and we just put it on the offense? How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. Still, and they are going to score again. And yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They'll try and throw for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it. Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. Out.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. White 18. White 18.
They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
White 18.
A shotgun snap for Romo. And now another one thrown incomplete. Lance Dunbar is running back the intended target, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time – we expect him to actually come up with the catch. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got time. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Looking for the end zone. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he floats one there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Miles White, and that'll make it third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw. And escapes the sack. Looking for someone to throw to. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women.